Hello, welcome to Talk Time Anime. I'm your host, Emon. Today I'm joined by Jordan.
Hello.
Luca.
Hello.
And Lou.
Hello.
We're going to be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 7. Very hyped for this fight against basically a whole bunch of enemies, including Jogo versus Gojo. But before we start this reaction, subscribe and give us a thumbs up for more reaction videos like this. But yeah, let's begin it.
You've been hyping it up all week.
I know. I'll be just as disappointed as you
They
if
will.
you're disappointed. So far, they've got everything right. Like, that's not me saying math might get it wrong. Like, I have full confidence in them. So
Menacing presence.
now,
Oh, here we go.
they got a good voice actor for Jogo.
They do really well with the even like in general curses.
Yeah. And will they cut it here or are they going to show? Yeah, they're going to show the spin cave.
Oh, hello. He's getting rocked.
Come on.
Oh, that animation is so good. It's so good. It is well done. A. He's like my isn't he? But he is.
Yeah.
Is he dialing up his heat? That's what it looks like. Oh.
Thinking about how everyone was calling him attractive this week.
No,
It's harder to watch.
Twitter was crazy.
That is brilliant. Yeah.
There was one moment there, not disappointed by, but one of my favourite panels, and they kind of skimmed over it.
Yeah.
But
I know what bit it was. It was the bit with the.
it's because out of everything, I didn't expect that to be as good as the main panel, to be fair, because it's kind of like a transition thing. I'll show it later, it's fine. I'll bring it up on the thing.
Okay.
But,
Is there a reason he's a volcano?
He's discussed.
you'll find out. Tree friend.
Tree friend.
And
Now we go back to sleep.
soon, though, Lucas, soon.
You understand.
I was gonna say a bug. Okay. Ember insect. Oh! Oh, what?
Yes, they've done it right. Oh,
Oh, what?
that's cool. That's so cool.
Oh,
Oh. This is just insane, the animation, honestly.
Oh, that looks so nice. Oh.
his face is on fire, people.
Yeah, but this is Gojo. We know it's not gonna phase him.
Yeah.
The smoke. The infinity. Ah, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So he's like a barrier expert then, like.
You'll see.
I feel like it's like a realm like shifter. Kind of reminds me of Limbo. Is this like his own? Is this like his own space?
Let's see. Yeah.
I wonder.
He explained it a bit here.
This is a bit weird. This is a bit...
Oh!
These are.
Oh.
I
ain't even letting the blood drip on him. This man is mad. I love it, honestly. This man. This is just fire.
So good. It's so good. They're using the soundtrack for the fucking trailer as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh, this man. I love those too.
Oh, yeah, this is fucking fire. Oh,
Man's just chilling.
oh
Oh. Man just casually flying there. Man, and underestimated it quite a bit. Wait, what? Wait, what? He had enough time to wait, what? He had enough time to get Yuji. Man is just flying right now. Man had enough time to go back and get Yuji.
It's Lord of the Rings, I'm done.
Oh my god. It is Lord of the Rings.
This is now my favourite show ever.
Ah, it's
Just
so
for
funny.
Yuji.
It's an extracurricular lesson. Yeah.
Ah, the domain. Oh my god! It's like walking on water, Jutsu.
I said the school. He says something different in the manga. He says he's jumping. He's jumped there.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a dimension. This is why I'm wondering whether his thing is round. That would make sense. Mate, he's so confident. He just... He's made him snap. He's made him snap. Oh my god, you can hear the bug his voice, like, in this. Like...
Oh, Alligator, look.
Oh.
Great.
That lava, honestly. They put all the budget in this episode, didn't they?
Lava isn't used enough as a power.
I know, yeah, it's true. Way through already, Jesus Christ.
It's gone quick.
Yeah.
This has been a very orgasmic. I do like the concept that they each have their own unique. Is it tight? Yeah, I love that.
They'll hit infinity.
Oh, just...
This okay. I was gonna say he's gonna show his thing. He's gonna show his. No, come on, please. Oh my god.
Why does he look so cute?
What the hell? It's like another.
I was so interested in how they're gonna make this look.
This is like. This is like on a universal level now.
Yeah.
It's all space, isn't it?
Oh wow.
Terrifying to be in. Infinity, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, it's so beautiful.
When granted everything, you can't do anything. Wow.
Oh! Oh! Shit!
Ouchie.
That looks so good.
That looks sick.
But the skill gap, honestly, is like bloody hell.
Oh,
he wasn't even trying. Was it like an alien language?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty flowers. Oh my god.
Stripping away. Sorry, I lied.
I love this. It has like everything in this episode, doesn't it?
He's offering, who bought me.
He's offering his apologies. I love his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is brilliant.
I have no idea what's going on.
Huh?
Huh?
I need to... Oh no.
Oh.
The headmaster's so intimidating, isn't he?
Thing is, he can get anywhere in 10 seconds. He decides to be like this man.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? No, but all I'm saying, there's some similarities between him and Kakashi with that shit. Like...
Oh yeah, it's true. That is true. Ah, here we go.
Wait, what? Oh, is this the one?
Oh, I know
Yeah,
what it is.
this is the one where you put S tier, isn't it? Oh my god. Can this man be sealed? Jesus Christ, like... After watching that.
October 31st,
Shibuya.
Shibuya. Oh, look at him, man.
You need to be in the sun, boy.
Oh my god, they're actually doing it! They're actually doing this!
Incredible. This is some Tsubasa. Even he's getting involved.
Am I taking it? Poor Jogo.
Poor Jogo getting bullied around. This is actually Tsubasa. They actually was Tsubasa. With Jogo's head.
This is the thing is, I was thinking about like you can kick him out, you can kick him around like a ball, but I didn't think they're gonna actually do it as a gag. Okay.
I'm gonna kill these. Like, oh, there he is. Let's go.
Oh.
It's happening next episode. I'm so ready.
Oh boy. Oh my god. That was an amazing episode. Like,
wow.
Animation was like, that was like an easy 10 out of 10. Like, I don't even, like, that was just top tier.
That
all
was
around.
so top.
Like,
they done everything I wanted from that fight. Like, I think I said when the opening was playing, there's a bit at the beginning of the fight. Well, we saw it, but it wasn't as like prominent. And I thought because it's not a prominent part of the fight, that they wouldn't. Might be one bit they don't focus on as much in the anime. But it's when Jogo initially has that like volcano come out the wall and hit him.
Yeah.
It's like he's using a technique, Gojo, and it's more like a voids around him. Like
like it's like his own little dimension.
The lava kind of came out, and it didn't look as good as the manga, but everything else, right after that, was fucking incredible, man. Like I reread it as well just before, and like when that bit where like he just punched him across after he uses the red thing. He. That bit I was really hoping would be fast paced, and they even added some bits in, and it just looks it looks so good.
Like from my perspective, like the fact that it's like spatial distortion, like the fact that like it explains how he could travel so quickly.
It has to be something like that. Like he bases how like he could. There's infinity everywhere, but he can manipulate it. It kind of gets explained more later as to why he can do that. But that's why he's so powerful.
But that's why like he can make it so that when like when he's trying to do when they're grabbing each other's hands like, like that makes sense because obviously technically he's there, he's not there.
yeah and it's why he just grabs his hand. Oh my god, that was so good.
But the fact that his domain like literally just made Jogo's domain look like nothing, like
oh yeah, that's the thing, is like it just overpowers it like that. And Jogo isn't weak, right?
No. Well, the fact that they said was he like 8 or 9 Sukuna fingers equivalent?
That's pretty high.
Yeah. Like that's mad, and the fact that I didn't expect him to rip his head off like that.
Oh mate, like
that's so
he kind
raw.
of does it like in the manga, right? But it was nowhere near like as visual as that. That was awesome. Like the immeasurable void was the bit that I was like, sorry, it's called immeasurable void originally. It got changed to infinite void. Infinite void. I didn't know how they would animate that, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the bit I was most looking forward to, but worried about because it's such a weird technique, right?
Yeah.
But luckily they done it justice. It looked amazing with all like when it came up with the eye, I thought that was really cool because that was like barely in the manga really. That whole thing, and then when it was all like space and shit, I was like, yeah.
I do like the concept how he was frozen, but he was receiving a lot of information. Like the fact that his body couldn't handle all the processing. That's why he's basically crashed on the spot.
He crashed, He like just froze. Like he, as Gojo said, he was given everything, but when you're given everything, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't process. But
insane.
The fact that Gojo could manipulate that's mad. That's I can see why he's one of the strongest. Like honestly, like just from this alone.
Yeah, and like that domain expansion is crazy because like as they said, you can't miss.
Yeah, like we got the teaser from like Sukuna when he against the other curse, but like this was like full on. This is like combat wise, isn't it? Like
combat wise, This is like the full explanation. I was excited when we saw Sukuna's in the original episode because I knew what it was. Yeah. I was really looking forward to this episode where it starts getting explained.
In this one, I was going to say, they actually explained it, whereas in Sukuna's one, they kind of like moved away from it, didn't they? Like
they kind of just showed it and then didn't explain it. But now, if you go back to it, you get it. Like he used domain expansion, and then no matter what, that curse was getting hit by them slices, and that was
the fact that you can't avoid it, that's another interesting concept. But like the only way to counter it is with your own domain, and that means you'd have to be stronger than them. As simple as that, isn't it?
This is it, and then like it's a tough one. This is why like I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen or like the sorcerer world is so savage. Like in terms of, he said it last episode. 80% of a sorcerer's talent comes from innate talent, so like from their families. Yeah. So like, it's not even. Sometimes it's not even like really about hard work. Like,
it's not like it has to come natural.
It's all genetics based.
Yeah. Some people might not even be able to use domain expansion. Even if you're like really strong physically, you might not even be able to use domain expansion.
Right. Okay.
So
obviously, this was a fight between two people who were very far apart. But what happens in the case when two people are of similar level? Because also with Sukuna, like he was so far ahead of that other special grade. What happens when two people are of similar level and they both go into domain expansion?
I imagine it's either whichever one gets the upper hand at that time takes over quickly, because domain expansion, as you see, like just to use it, you've got to be high level. Yeah. So I'm guessing like they'll just take over and they win.
It's also like your energy level as well, because obviously he said it does take up a lot, doesn't it? of your key.
So
yeah. Like
it's basically whoever whips it out first in that situation.
Yeah, and if you do, maybe you can cancel out as you say, like kind of thing. But like, yeah, at that point,
it does look like how long you can sustain it for, isn't it?
Yeah, and also Gojo even says how like certain domains will counteract other domains anyway,
naturally,
kind of thing. So it depends on that as well. There's a lot of dependence. But yeah, it is interesting though, Luca. I don't really like. I'm not sure if we've seen like an equal.
Well, like a beam clash.
We haven't. I don't. In the manga, I don't think we've seen.
Okay.
In the manga, I don't think we've seen two.
I'd imagine like
that
two
close.
things. Yeah, I'd imagine two things would happen. One, whoever like either puts it out first or gets it, or like I said, if they're clashing with domains, one gets the other hand, they'll completely take over and win, or they because obviously, like you say, once the domain's gone, you're pretty much out of energy.
Yeah.
Or it's just a clash and both of them cancel each other out. Like, we'd have to see. But yeah, domains make the fights extremely savage in that respect.
Because at first glance, it does like sort of remind me of like the way in Bleach they used Bankai, you know.
Right.
But it is also very different. So
I
can see why people compare them so much.
And I can get like what you mean, because like I was thinking about it more the other day of like, you can. It's like how if you get Bankai and Bleach, obviously that's like your highest skill or whatever, like your highest power. That's kind of like domain expansion, I guess, in terms of like Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Like if you've learnt that, that's like your highest skill, peak power.
And each one is personal as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I can definitely see where you're coming from with that. But yeah, like because like as we said before, it's like all innate talent, so it can be like unique and like in terms of whatever skills you have, like other characters' ones will be different to other characters, things like that. So
I do want to bring out something. I love the flower domain moment. Like,
oh, that's good.
The fact that even Gojo was just...
that guy knew though. Like the Hanami, he like knew that like that moment. He got Gojo in that little trance. That was it. He had to get him out there.
Yeah, like he's only one. But the fact that he's like, slaps himself. It's kind of like you're trapped in a genjutsu. That's the way I'd compare it. But the fact that he released it himself, so I do love the fact that you just like, no, I've got this. No, actually, I lied.
I lied myself.
The thing is,
it's always typical as well for the scariest looking dude to have the highest pitch voice.
They do that. Even you know what? That reminds me of the guy from Bleach with the shades.
With the shades.
You know the one with the princess when they're protecting the princess.
Oh yeah,
he has like a high pitched voice, doesn't he? Like you didn't expect that. He's so quiet. It's not the same thing. But the fact that like he's like now telling Yuji, I want you to get up to that level in a month's training. Like that's mad.
He wants all of them.
He wants all of them. Yeah.
But yeah,
it makes sense, I guess, because if Sukuna's gonna have 20 fingers, you want like at least like 4 people around you.
Yeah.
Of
and
like
you got to imagine, right? Like, say Sukuna, right? So that's 8 and 9 fingers. If Sukuna say got back full power, 20 fingers, ridiculously strong. We know this, right?
Yeah.
But also domain expansion makes it so if you're the strongest person in a group of people, you win that fight, even if it's 3-on-1, because you're in their domain at that point.
No, that makes sense. You're trapped in their reality. So
that's why they've got to be stronger, which is why it's so fucking savage.
Okay.
Can domains combine? That would be sick.
That would be sick. I don't know. I'd be real.
That would be an interesting one, but I don't know because obviously the clash would come in or not. Yeah, in that sense.
The only thing I'm really interested in as well with domains is like Gojo said last episode, how like obviously Yuji has no cursed energy really at this point.
No, he only had a glimpse of it, didn't he?
Yeah, but eventually he'll get more and more ingrained with Sukuna, and he might be able to use some of Sukuna's techniques and stuff.
This is like the 9 tails.
Yeah.
You're like borrowing his patterns like slowly, isn't it?
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah.
But the domain, like, if he can start, if he ever could use like any of Sukuna's powers, like his domain expansions and stuff, Jesus Christ.
That's fair enough.
But like, I still don't know if that's possible.
But the thing is, one thing we've obviously know with Yuji is he picks things up quick.
Yeah.
Even when he's controlling that bear thing. Well, watching I still can't believe they had Lord of the Rings. That's mad.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't click that when I reread it today, and it was like Sam, and I was actually trying to work out what film it was. I knew it was a reference. They always reference it.
I know when it said Sam, I was like, oh my god. Literally,
and then it was on the picture, like it's Sam from Lord of the Rings. I'm so done. I'm so done. But no, that was sick. That was so good. Mappa hit everything I wanted, and next episode looks like it's going to be fire as well. So, and they ended it perfect. They put the.
Honestly, I can't honestly start to talk about how good the animation was. This was. This was like the budget was definitely put into this one.
Yeah, I'm glad they realized that was like a lot of people, especially like who read it. That was a moment they really wanted to be good because that was like the first major moment, like big fight.
Yeah,
that was like the hooking point.
Yeah, so I'm glad they've done it well for new time watchers because that's like, as you say, Lou, a hooking point for them.
Yeah,
and that they still gave us manga readers some.
Yeah,
they've done it justice, is what I'm saying. It looks amazing.
And the fact that fights after this will be like on another level anyway, so it's a teaser, isn't it? Ultimately.
Ultimately, yeah. Like they showed a high level fight there, like early on, kind of thing. In terms, like obviously Jogo's strong and Gojo ridiculously strong.
I'm curious to find out what like you said, what was the name? Was it Mojito?
Mojito,
yeah. Like the fact that you put him in S tier must mean he is that mad.
He's savage.
If you
get ready for the most savage stuff you've ever seen.
You know, from Mojito,
I wouldn't be surprised.
So you've just seen what the so-called good guy did to Jogo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw what Gojo just did to Jogo.
Yeah.
Now imagine what a villain will do.
Version of that. Okay.
Alright, now you understand why he's going to be an S tier because his stuff is like.
If my brain is correct, what chapters next episode should cover, we should get a glimpse at like Mojito's power, a little glimpse, but like not a lot. But then you'll start seeing why he's a bit thing. But
that's cool. That's cool.
I'm looking forward to it a lot.
I honestly can't wait. It does sound very good.
But my biggest worry is now over. I now fully commit to the Mappa agenda. Like, oh my god.
I now stand.
Now you commit. Now stand complete.
Yeah. Now that I've seen Infinity Void. Now that I've seen Infinity Void, that's it. Like,
you have a lot of faith in what the other domain.
That was the only thing I wanted to see and make sure they look cool, and the Infinity, because when they started doing the little transition things at the beginning, I was like, that's sick. I was like, that's what I wanted. Like for like just a little effect or something.
Yeah, like it's all spatial rendering, isn't it? Like the way they showed the voids and everything. Like I was like, oh my god, this is just mad. The concept of it does sound cool. But you know what? Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna give it a 10, aren't we? There's no point in me going around. I'm not gonna go around. It's just it's an amazing episode. This is what you saved the 10s for.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah. But fair enough. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed that, we forgot to do the thing in the middle of the episode and be like, hit that like button.
Smash that like button.
Should have done it as soon as Gojo done his domain.
Or when you rip Jogo's head off.
Head off.
Hit the like button for that.
Absolutely.
I couldn't have done that. Anyway.
No, I couldn't. It was just too amazing.
I feel like if we had done that, we might get more dislikes. Than
no, you can't do it. But yeah, but anyways, comment, rate, subscribe. Check out social down in the description below, and we'll see you next week for episode 8. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.